Happy Crockin Monday, y'all.
Easter is right around the corner, so we wanted to give you some recipes to use. Whether you're doing the entire meal or you're just taking some sides to the gathering, we've got you covered. We're doing a ham, 2 sides, and also dessert that Nicole came up with that's really tasty. And we're going to start off with a ham. You're going to take a spiral cut, fully cooked bone-in ham, and I've put it down in the slow cooker, and if you have to trim a little off the top for the lid to fit, go ahead and do that. You're going to take your favorite dark soda and pour that over the top. And then most hams will come with a packet of glaze, and you're just going to put that over the top too. If it doesn't come with glaze, you can just put about a cup of brown sugar over the top. Oh, it's all sizzling. Now all you're going to do with this, very simple, put your lid on it, cover and cook for about 8 hours on low. You can cook it all day. It's going to get it heated through and it's going to fall apart, which is a good thing. We couldn't even get it out of the slow cooker hole. No. It was really good.
Gotta get you some good tongs to get it out of there. It's really good. Really yummy, yummy, yummy. Okay, green beans and new potatoes. I have taken 2 large cans of cut green beans, but you can use whatever you want. French style, fresh. I couldn't find any fresh. We live in a small town, so had to use can. 2 cans of your green beans. If you use fresh, I would add enough water to have the green beans kind of down in there.
Because you're going to leave the juice in the can.
Yes, yeah. Okay, you can use, this is a half of a red bell pepper chopped, but you can use a whole. I just add it, it's more for pretty than anything else. 2 slices of uncooked bacon, just chop those up, dump them in there. They'll separate as they cook. And then about 5 new potatoes. I didn't even peel them, I just quartered them.
Kept it simple for you.
That's right, dump them in there. And then, Jenna, if you'll help me, we're going to unwrap about 4 chicken bouillon cubes. And it just gives it a little bit more flavor to it. Now, what I love about the ham and the green beans and potatoes is you can start both of those at the same time and cook them on low. You're going to cook these on low for about 8 hours. You've got 2 things.
The next recipe we're going to do is some carrots. Now, when I was thinking about Easter sides, I thought I've got to do some carrots, and I wanted to keep them whole because that's how the Easter Bunny likes them. So, and just like the potatoes, kept it simple. All we did was wash them. I didn't even peel them or skin them. I just put them in the bottom of the slow cooker. If you want, I've done about a dozen. If you want to do more, you can. You'll just probably need to double the mixture that I'm going to make. It's very simple. I took some oil and vinegar dressing, about 1/3 cup. You can take 1 to 2 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil. Then I'm going to take about a teaspoon of rosemary. I use the leaves. And about a teaspoon of thyme. And then about a tablespoon of brown sugar. Get that in there, and you're going to mix all of this up. When I was thinking about this, I just tried to think of different flavors that I liked, and they actually combined really well. And you're just going to drizzle this over the top.
The carrots were really yummy and, you know, fun for the kiddos, because I don't know about your kids, but my kids just love to go to the fridge and get a carrot out and eat it.
And they think you tell them, you know, this is how the Easter Bunny likes it, and they might eat a little more than what they normally would. Now you just drizzle it over it and cover them, and you're going to stir this halfway through. You're going to cook it on high for about 4 to 5 hours, and about halfway through you're going to stir it, and all of the oil mixture will have melted down a little bit, so once you stir it, it'll cover them all. You're going to.
If I wanted to use more carrots, do I just need to double my mixture?
Double the mixture, and then once you stir the carrots, they'll all have a chance to kind of get on the bottom, and it cooks really well for about 4 hours. And we served them whole, and I think they look great, and they're very festive.
A lot of fun. Okay,
now for the good part.
Yeah, the good part, dessert. I have come up with a chocolate turtle cake. is what I would call it. It's got a little bit of caramel and some pecans, and gotta have your chocolate.
Sounds good to me.
I'll show you how to do that. Jenna, I'll get you to help me assemble it. You're gonna take one box of, this is a Duncan Hines German chocolate cake mixture. It's got the cake mixture itself, and then it also has this other packet, which I did not add this because it's got coconut and pecans in it, which I'm a big fan of pecans, but Chris, my husband, cannot stand coconut. Nothing coconut, so I didn't add it to the cake, but I think this would be
Sparks household,
really, Sparks
no
household,
pocket,
no coconut.
Margaret's household,
Definitely, yeah. So on the back of the box, it gives you directions on how to make either the small packet or the cake mix. So you're gonna add 3 large eggs and 1/3 cup of oil, 1 cup of water, and then we'll get that all good and mixed. I'll let you mix that up, Jenna. Now while she is mixing that, for the caramel sauce, you're gonna take a 1/2 can of Eagle brand milk, which I've already added. And then my favorite is the caramel tidbits. They come in a little package on the baking aisle. They're called tidbits, and they're little balls of caramel. And they, so one, you're not unwrapping a million caramel pieces.
Time saver.
And 2, they melt so quickly. So 1/2 can of Eagle brand milk and a whole bag of caramel tidbits. And get that really good and melted.
And am I going to add these pecans now?
Yes, so once that is good and mixed, you're going to add your pecans.
Can't go wrong with pecans.
No, and use whatever nuts that you like. Or, you know, if you're allergic to them, leave them out. But I like some crunch.
Okay, got that mixed in.
Okay, so I'm going to spray this. This is a non-stick slow cooker, but I'm going to go ahead and be safe and spray it with actually Baker's Joy. It's got the flour and the oil mixed in.
Because we're going to try to remove it, so you want to have it sprayed good.
Okay, got that good and sprayed, and just go ahead and pour that down in there. I mean, who can go wrong with chocolate, caramel, and pecans?
And a lot of the chocolate recipes we've tried, sometimes they come out mushy or you have to serve them out of the slow cooker. And this one is really good for if you want one that you can remove. Get it flat down in there?
Yeah, that's fine. Okay, now with your caramel, just gonna add this. And it looks like a lot of caramel in there, but once you cook it, that caramel just gets all in there, and
you can't even tell on the
no,
finished
you can't
product.
even tell. No, so if you feel like it's a lot of caramel, I say that because the first time I tried this, I thought, ooh, I'm not going to add that whole bag, but it really needs it. Otherwise, it just tastes like a regular chocolate cake with pecans. So
it's really good.
All right, and then you just take a knife. You're just gonna swirl that in.
Simple enough. Oh, it's really good.
I'm a big fan of turtles. Jenna knows me well. Anytime we are traveling, I have to stop. I've always got my turtles, little turtle package in my.
By the way, I found evidence under my car seat the other day.
Oh, cleaning out, huh?
Yep. I thought Nicole has been here.
That's right. Okay, so easy as that. You cover and you cook on high for 2.5 hours until a toothpick inserted comes out clean. You want to make sure it comes out clean. Then you're going to remove the crock from the heat, from your slow cooker, and set it away from the slow cooker so it kind of cools down for about 20-30 minutes. And then you'll actually take a spatula or a knife and just run it around the edge and try to get that all loose.
Pry it a little bit.
The best way I found to do this is to take you a piece of foil and stick it on top of the cake. And then that way you can hold it.
So it just doesn't drop.
That's right.
Straight from
That's
the top.
right. So you're going to just turn it over and you've got your hand up there. Kind of use your arm too. And then let that cake fall out. And what I've done is when it fell out, I just flipped it right back over on a platter and let it cool completely. And as you can see,
and this one's really firm. I don't know if you can see. I mean, it's firm to the touch.
So and it came out egg-shaped. I really had not planned that, and
it's
we
good
looked
at
at
any
it.
time of the year, but
yeah.
perfect for Easter.
So okay, I prefer I think it's a sweeter cake. So I just took some Cool Whip and drizzled some hot fudge and caramel on top. Can even add some pecans
maybe warm
on there
it up would be good.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Because it's going to have cold by the time you serve it, so you might want to heat it back up.
And this is firm enough to where you can let your kids help you ice it if you want to ice it and decorate it as an Easter egg.
And maybe that coconut. Put some coconut on it. If you're not going to add your packet, maybe put some coconut grass at the bottom. Make a Easter cake. I know our kiddos would love doing that, and it'd be fun to do on Easter when we always have a whole crew around, so it'd be fun to have an activity for the kids to do.
Anyway, we've given y'all a Easter feast, and we hope y'all have a wonderful Easter. And thanks for crocking with us. Happy crocking, y'all.
Have a great week.